Good day everyone, this is Lester Scott and Romero from Bachelor of Physical Education. Today, we're going to discuss what is curriculum and what are the three approaches of school curriculum. What is curriculum? Curriculum is a standard-based sequence of planned experiences where students practice and achieve proficiency in content and applied learning skills. Curriculum also a central guide for all educators as to what is essential for teaching and learning so that every student has access to rigorous academic experiences. Now, let's proceed to the three approaches of school curriculum. First, the child-centered approach. This approach to curriculum design is based on the underlying philosophy that the child or the learner is the center of the educational process. It means that the curriculum is constructed based on the needs, interests, purposes, and abilities of the learners. This curriculum is also built upon the learner's knowledge, skills, previous learnings, and potentials. And now let's move on to the principle of child-centered curriculum approach. First, acknowledge and respect the fundamental rights of students. Second, make all activities revolve around the overall development of the learners. Third, consider the uniqueness of every learner in a multicultural classroom. Fourth, consider using differentiated instructions and learning. And last, provide a motivating, supportive learning environment for all the learners. And the example of child-centered approach. School A is anchored on the theory of multiple intelligence in all its curricular and co-curricular activities. Every classroom provides activities, resources, materials. Learners can just choose which learning center to engage in way different resources. This arrangement allows the capacity of every learner to be honed. It is also allows learning how to learn, hence will develop independence. The teacher acts as guide for every learner. The learner set the goal that can be done within the frame of time. Next, the subject-centered approach. What is subject-centered approach? This is anchored in the curriculum design which prescribes separate distinct subjects for every educational level such as basic educational, higher educational, and vocational technical education. This approach considers the following principles. First, the primary focus is the subject matter. Second, the emphasis is on bits and pieces of information which may be detached from life. Third, the subject matter serves as the mean and identifying problems of living. Fourth, learning means accumulation of content or knowledge. And last, teacher's role is to dispense the content. The example of subject-centered approach is, in another setting, School B aims to produce the best graduates in the school district. Every learner must excel in all academic subjects to be on the top of every academic competition. The higher the level of cognitive intelligence, the better the learner. Hence, top in terms of mastery of discipline. Memorization and drill are important learning skills. The school gives emphasis to psychomotor and even value development success means mastery of the content. Last, the problem-centered approach. What is the problem-centered approach? This approach is based on the design which assumes that in the process of living, children experience problems, thus problem solving enables the learners to become increasingly able to achieve or complete the total development as individuals. This approach is characterized by the following views and beliefs. First, the learners are capable of directing and guiding themselves in resolving problems, thus developing every learner to be independent. Second, the learners are prepared to assume their civic responsibilities through direct participation in different activities. Third, the curriculum leads the learners in the recognition of concerns and problems, seeking solutions. Learners are problem solvers themselves. For the example of problem-centered approach, School D believes that the learner should be trained to solve real-life problems that comes about because of the needs, interests, and abilities of the learners. Problems persistent in life and society that affect daily living are also considered. Most of the school activities revolve around finding solutions to problems like poverty, drug problems, climate change, natural calamities, and many more. Since the school is using a problem-based design, the same approach is used. Case study and practical work are the teaching strategies that are utilized problems. Centered approach has become popular in many schools. As a future teacher, curriculum and approaches of school curriculum is important because it will guide the teacher on how to develop his or her learning content to the learners. It is also help the teacher to develop the learner skills in different learning activities. These three approaches of curriculum interrelate to each other by integrating the knowledge of every approach, and these three approaches use as one content to have a better learning process. And that's all for today. I hope you have learned something from our discussion. Thank you and God bless.